Bring my colleague Joe Khalil in. He's at the White House for us today and joins us now from the North Lawn. So yes, first time, and you know, this was referred to as well, that we've seen the president on camera in about a week, right? And covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, certainly. I'm going to start with what I thought was the biggest news item there, which is what he talked about Venezuela. And he said that there was a U.S. strike on a drug-carrying boat, is what President Trump said. We have since gotten clarification from the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who said that there was, in fact, a lethal American strike on a boat that the Secretary believes was carrying drugs coming out of Venezuela in the Caribbean. This is what Secretary Rubio said. President Trump said that he had gotten a briefing from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, so it had quickly been escalated up. This is obviously really big deal, Connell. We've been talking about how the U.S. has been posturing naval ships in the Caribbean and around Venezuela with the purpose of going after drug cartels. And we've been told by the Pentagon there were 7 naval ships there that were ready to strike if need be. That has, in fact, now happened. So that was obviously a huge piece of news. And, you know, we'll also just talk about the importance of the Space Command headquarters going from now Colorado to Huntsville, Alabama. President Trump pointed out that originally when Space Force began back in 2020, there was this idea that Huntsville was going to be the place where it would be housed. And the Air Force did basically an assessment that approved Huntsville for doing that. It was temporarily in Colorado until President Biden came in and said, we're going to make that temporary location permanent. And it was basically designated for that Colorado until today. The announcement now that Space Force goes back now, Space Command headquarters, to Alabama, which is, again, a pretty significant deal. You shipped resources there. Huntsville certainly is known for having several other branches having their sort of space commands there as well, known as Rocket City, as President Trump said. So that's a big deal, too, economically and militarily for Alabama, that it now gets that headquarters.
You know, it was one strange moment, Joe. I don't know if you know much about it or can explain it. You know, for someone tuning in, what were they talking about there? There were someone, there'd been a video online, right, that supposedly showed someone throwing something out a window at the White House, and the president said it could be AI. What's the background on that? Do you know?
Yeah, this video started circulating over the weekend, and I've seen the video. I saw it on social media, as did, I think, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. The video went viral pretty quickly, and it does appear to show somebody from the south side of the White House on the 2nd floor with an open window just sort of dropping something out of it. Again, it has gone viral. A reporter there in the Oval Office asked President Trump about it, and he said he dismissed it as AI. He said that there is no way that that could be a real video because, as President Trump explained it, those windows are supposed to be heavily fortified and sealed and not supposed to be open at all. So he said, you know, this was very likely an AI video. If you see the video, I mean, I'm not, I guess, a foremost expert, but you can sort of sometimes tell what is AI and what is not. I'll just say, you know, I don't get paid enough to share my opinions, Connell, but it does look very real. It doesn't have the sort of hallmarks that you see for other AI videos. But the president says, as far as he knows, he believes it's an AI fake video.
Yeah, I saw it too. It was a strange video, and that was a strange moment in the Oval Office. All right, Joe, thank you. I'm going to get to
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.